Ready? I know best moving. 3, 2, 1.
KariV, that looks so bad. When you move too fast, it looks terrible. Hey Defiant fans, this week on the session presented by Bell, we have KariV joining us and working with our fan Minty to learn how to frag with Zenyatta. Let's get to it and see what you can do at home to master this. All right, so let's get into some quick play so we can get to know you just a little bit. Minty, tell us a little bit about yourself. What got you into Overwatch?
I'm from Mexico originally. My brother-in-law is a very big gamer, and he basically convinced me to give the game a try. I'm not really big into first-person shooters, so this was the first one that I really got into, and I got really obsessed with it.
Do you, by any chance, have Bell Internet?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, actually we do.
They're dead? What is going on in this quick play game? There's only 5 people on the other team.
Because they all scare me.
Yeah, they're scared.
Yeah, of your Genji.
You need to get play of the game, Minty. It'll look good in the thumbnail.
Sorry, I will take play of the game.
No, KariV's not gonna take it. You're gonna go really aggressive here.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Not me.
Let's go help him. Oh, big.
Where they are? They all hide.
Yeah. Oh, you got owned.
I'm not. Please, waiting me so I can defend their guy.
Why, you want it for the highlight reel in the video for the session presented by Bell?
Yeah.
KariV deflecting a grab, which is completely unrelated to the Zenyatta that we're supposed to be helping. Huh?
Deflect! Oh my god, bro!
Good trank.
They cannot touch.
And we win.
Nice.
Let's talk about team comps. Ryan, Zarya, Anna, Zen, Junkrat, Ashe. And now you look at the enemy and we see Ryan, Roadhog, okay, Genji, Ashe, and Anna, Lucio. KariV, if you were playing Zen here, what do you try to do? What do you look for here? Do you just try to focus Discord on Ryan, or maybe Discord the Roadhog?
I will stay with Anna because they have a Genji just in case, and I will focus front line really hard because they have a Hog. If we play together, then Hogu can do anything.
Yes,
So
that's
just
true.
stay with him, Discord their tanks, whatever. Who we focus, easy win.
Easy win. Okay, yeah. So the first thing we take away from this, Minty, is when you play Zenyatta, your biggest threat is flankers, like we said, right? And you know that. You know, it's the hardest thing to deal with is like Tracers, Genjis, Doomfists, and all that stuff. So if we look at the enemy team, they have a Genji. So
Yeah.
then in your mind, when you play Zen here, if you know they have a flanker, then you have to play with Anna, like KariV said, because Anna will back you up and support you. Like, you cannot be caught out alone because it's not a favorable matchup. Like, even if you feel like you're 50-50 on Genji, technically Genji does have the starting advantage on you if he gets on you early without you looking. And this is roughly like gold, platinum, elo right now, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay, so
high gold.
high gold. Okay, so you discorded the Genji. That's good. Now, if that were me, I would have actually come out to the top right stairs in the back. I think just starting high and then dropping low if you have to is a better option, because if you're already on the low ground, you can't really go back up top from here. But if you always start high, you at least have, like, even if the low ground is the better position, you always want to have more options, and starting high is almost always better because you are playing on the ground right here, which exposes you to payload, high angle, and then that room to the right where you picked up that health pack.
But see, in this one, should I have transit?
No. Yeah. Like, trancing, sometimes you can trance like early if your team has a chance of winning, but that's you have to assess whether it's worth it or not. And in that case, like, I think you already lost 4 people on the team before the Genji even jumped to you. Wouldn't have done
Yeah,
that.
I would say
Yeah.
save for their blade.
Save it for Blade at this point. Yeah, agreed. Okay, let's pause for a second. I noticed when watching your Zenyatta, Minty, you didn't use your right click or your secondary fire much at all. When there's any sort of downtime, like when the team fight isn't starting, you just charge those orbs and just keep shooting them around like little corners. You never know what you can get. So you saw KariV against like 2 weeks ago, you know, when he got 4 kills on
When we
Nepal.
carried, in Nepal.
Yeah, remember KariV? You know that, you know, when he popped off that map. So what KariV was doing there, like you see how he was going out of line of sight under cover. He was charging his 5 orbs. He peeks and then he fires them and then he goes back undercover. I'm gonna try to call out every time that you probably could have charged a secondary fire. Okay, so like right now you can start charging.
Okay.
Pew 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 pew. You could have fired at that Lucio, right?
Yeah, even now.
Right now, again.
Yeah, you don't need to poke at our tanks, I think, because your Moira have to poke at your tanks really hard. And your Moira can't heal your DPS, so your job is just poke at our DPS.
Corner. So you're doing it right here. Perfect. Just like that. Just do that more often. Right now. Good.
I feel like in a normal game, as soon as we had ball, I will have switched.
I think if you don't have a shield tanks, then you can just flank every time.
You heard it first. KariV endorses flank Zenyatta's. Right clicks is the biggest takeaway, I think, for that. That'll actually improve you a lot faster than anything else because everything is like, it snowballs so much. After that review, let's go into a custom game. So KariV's gonna demonstrate how to escape a Winston. So KariV, you know, like if I jump you in front, you jump and then you press S or you like go backwards to create some distance. Like this. Like that. Yeah. Winston's one of those heroes that will usually go for you, Minty. So the moment he lands, you jump and then you press like the opposite direction key as fast as possible.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, so if I jump like this, yeah, see, so you see how far you got booped? Because you comboed his leap boop with your jump, you can get away from him. That's one way to survive. Okay, number 2. KariV, what do you do when you duel a Genji?
I just hit everything.
Okay. Genjis, they'll immediately start to deflect if they notice they're in trouble. And that's when you have to instantly stop primary firing, and then you charge your right click while he's deflecting. So if I jump KariV and I do this, that's like the best way to duel him. You just have to hit your shots. That's basically what it boils down to. The next flanker Zen has a problem with, it's probably Doomfist.
Okay, they have a Doomfist, then die and switch hero. I mean, if you don't have a team half, then it's really hard to win.
It's very hard. The one thing that can happen, if Doomfist doesn't get a good E or a good seismic, you charge your right click, your secondary fire, and then when he uppercuts you, if you get really lucky, you can land like 5 orbs.
Ready?
So just E, uppercut. Don't shoot me. Like right there, when he goes for that uppercut, that's like the best time to let go of your right click if he ever jumps you like that.
Ready? Minty, ready?
Over.
KariV is so ruthless. Minty, ready? Okay, dead. The rest of it just comes down to landing your shots, right? Learning how to frag is all about learning to read movement. I'm gonna spectate you and see how your crosshair is.
Not bad.
Yeah, your crosshair is good. Is that head level? Is that eye level?
Oh my god!
Zenyatta's all about pattern recognition. If you see an enemy just do this all the time, you don't even have to like follow them. Just aim in the middle and then hope they walk back into it. Like that's the bottom line with Zenyatta, right? You just
Live in.
all you have to do is try to live, secondary fire, frag, land with those shots, transcendence if needed. Yeah, that's pretty much the full session. We covered some tips, we covered some matchups, how to position, definitely add more mechanics, a lot more right clicking.
Yeah.
Make sure to jump at the end of your transcendences. You know, body shots are always good. Lots of pressure the enemies. Zenyatta's such a fragging support hero. That's the most important thing. Thanks for watching the session presented by Bell. I hope you learned something about refining your Zenyatta skills. Make sure to subscribe here and learn more about the next episode here.